we are able to talk with anybody. The problem we are facing is that we are not using fascinating words, new vocabs, the new way, the structure like part participle, present participle, active voice, passive voice. So, we need to add some variety in your conversation. Evening, ma'am. How are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm fine. Wait, what about you?
I'm also doing good and great by the God power. And thank you for giving your valuable time. So, for our viewers, I want you to tell me something about yourself.
Yeah, thank you, sir. It's my pleasure that I got a chance for speaking with you. So, if I talk about myself, so my name is Savita, and this time I'm living in Noida. Uh, if I talk about my education, so yeah, I have passed out B.Ed with graduation with B.Ed, and also I have done a diploma in tourism. And yeah, and then I got married, and now we are living in Noida. We are blessed with our daughter. She is 2 years old, sir.
Okay.
And yeah, if I talk about my interest, my hobby, so yeah, since my childhood I am very much like I have been very much like I am very I am a kind of person who always want to travel new places, discover new place, or get meet with different communities of people. So yeah, this kind of interest that I have, sir. Mhm.
Okay, sounds great. It is nice to know about you. So, should I tell you something about me as well?
Yes, yes, sir, of course.
So, as you can see my name on the display, my name is Traman Madisya, and I'm talking to you from the Gorakhpur city, which is in Uttar Pradesh. If I
Mhm.
talk about my educational credential, then I have done my graduation, that is Bachelor in Science in Mathematics. Apart
Yes.
from this, I do run a YouTube channel where I upload conversational videos. If I talk
Mhm.
about my hobbies, so my hobbies are to watching podcasts, making session with the people, and try to connect with the various individuals. So
Mhm.
that's all about me, ma'am. So
Yeah.
before we start, I want to ask you some questions that since how many times, since how long you are learning this language?
Okay. Yeah. If I talk about the since I have started this journey, so yeah, so it's been 2 months exactly that I have started learning this language with the help of that YouTube channel. And yeah, I used to watch that some of video from YouTube channel where I got so many advanced structure, and also like I have means I also got the way how to use grammar while having conversation with any co-learner. So this way I have learned, and I also used that application called S Fluent. So yeah, I have been using that application also for 1 month. And there also I learned, and I come across with so many co-learner where they also help me a lot for getting to know about the structure, how do we explain how do we make sentence, or how to frame the sentence with the help of idioms or vocab. So this way I have been learning. And yeah, just as I think, yeah, it's been 1 week that I got to know about the Skype app, and since then I have started speaking here, so this way I learn.
Okay, that's great to know that you use some kind of free applications where you got some free minutes by the applicants, and then you started talking to the stranger, and that's how you are learning this language since 1 week. And then you got to know about the Skype application, and then you started connecting with the stranger on these applications. Okay, that's nice to know about you, but you seems like a good speaker, a fluent speaker. So what was the, I think, the secret behind it? It doesn't come in just 1 week that you are fluent like this. So can you tell me about this journey, that how, since how many years back, like when you were in the graduation or when you were doing your diploma in, like the, I don't know in which field you told me. So can you share me about that journey of your education when you were pursuing at that time? What was the thought of learning English language and how that time helps you?
Yeah, so yeah, if I talk about that journey, it was quite interesting. Like since my childhood up to my 12, I have started I have completed with Hindi medium, but all of a sudden we got a chance to give our exam with CBSE in class 10 or 12. But yeah, at that time, like most of friend na, as we were a student in Hindi medium, like but we always try to speak like English whenever we got a chance to get together, no? So that time we always try to speak with English. So yeah, we made lots of mistakes, but while making so many mistakes, now we have learned so many things. So yeah, this time this way, we spend our childhood, our studies time, and when I came in college life, so it was quite difficult for me because most of the children they used to talk in English. So I was faced lots of struggle at that time because I was the person I could not speak a single sentence with a confidence. So yeah, in that time it was very much a struggle to me. And but yeah, after spending some time with my friends over there, I learned more other things. So this way, gradually, I get little by little as time passes. No? So yeah, and since then, I also thought it's come to me that yeah, I should also speak and I should embark my journey for this language. And when I got laser at that time I try to spend my time for by learning something. Sometimes it's a friends conversation. Sometimes some elder person I also try to ask I also used to ask with them some of related English. So this way means I get help with many person from many persons. So yeah, this kind of journey I have faced. And now when I started uh, this kind of social media, so yeah, it's a boon for us. And yeah, I got to know so many things. And now I'm in this platform where I get 24 into 7 call learner, where whenever I feel laser or wherever it's something I feel monotonized. No? So that time I try to feel yeah, I should speak with any co-learner. And maybe when I speak with any person now with in English, so that time I feel yeah, I'm getting kick out of it. It's that moment I enjoy a lot. So yeah, this way the journey was my yes.
Your your journey is super duper splendid, I can say, and you have a very good quality that I want to hear. Uh, Tell that you said that whenever you feel like that you want to ask something, you ask to your like the oldest people or to anyone. And I remember you asked me to that send me some idiom and phrases and synonyms, and I send you that. So this is a good quality of a learner, that no matter on which level of your speaking you are, you should always seek for the help to the others. If you feel like that the other person is doing great, if the other person is speaking well, then you can ask for the help. They surely will help you. And the one more thing that here for the beginner, I will say that you mentioned you have shared a very good experience, that the mistakes are the part of life. As we are doing mistake again and again and again and again, that's how we learn. We got to know that okay, this mistake I have done already. I don't have to do this again and again. So you shared that journey is really very helpful. And then you said that slowly by slowly, while interacting with the people, you learn this language. When you were into your college, in your school, that time you struggle a lot. But now I can see that you are a very good and fluent speaker. You are speaking very well. So it's a kind of the message. It's a kind of a kind of message, or I can say a kind of message to the people who are very beginner in this language, who feel like that if they will not learn into 1 week or 1 month, they will lose their hope. I think they should not lose their hope. They should feel optimistic towards this language. Once you are working, definitely it would help you later whenever you are going to interact with the people. So, share me the journey that right now, what are you doing for this specific language? Once you told that you are interacting with on the audio call with the people. Second, you are doing video conversation to get confident. Other than this, what are you doing? Are you reading?
Sir, yeah.
Yes.
To be honest, if I say like what kind of strategy that I'm using this time, so what happened? Like I have very young daughter. She always get around me. So in morning time till evening means I hardly get a time for myself for learning something or the other. And like right now also when I let means after she slept only I get a chance that speak over this platform, right? So yeah, it's very tough for me to get needs to figure out my timetable for speaking. So if I say like I am these days what I do like I try to burn midnight candles. Like I try to learn at night time. So yeah, in that time I try to find out some word, some videos which help me for speaking with the co-learner. Or the same thing I apply for the next day. That yeah, in that time if I get a get laser time, so whatever I learned today, I try to use these sentences, this structure in that conversation. So this way I'm learning.
That's great. That's great. So, what are the areas that you feel like that you are lacking and you need to work upon?
So yeah, sometime I like while having a speaking with any person, I means I feel like yeah I should this kind of like after that session, I feel like yeah in that conversation I should have used this structure or yeah after that I feel like yeah I missed this word that I have learned. So yeah, this kind of situation mostly I faced.
I totally can relate with you. You know, this happens many a times with me that when I watch my video again, I feel like, oh my God, perhaps I use this word at that place. Perhaps I use this kind of a structure while speaking this structure. So this
Mm-hmm.
happens. And you know why we are not unable to use new structure or new vocab in our conversation? Because sometimes we are speaking very fast. And I think if you want to be a great speaker, I don't think we need to speak very fast. You know, whenever you are speaking, you need to give enough time to the other person so that they can digest whatever you are saying. If you are
Yes.
speaking very fast, and if I am not able to understand, and if I am not able to acknowledge your ideas, whatever you are convey, whatever you are trying to send a message to me, so it would be not a good conversation. It would be not going to be a healthy conversation, we can say. So I think we should take enough pause while we are speaking. We don't try to be in hurry. you know I think I have told this in so many videos that I think fluency doesn't matter. Someone's told me accuracy matter. So this is the one thing we should work upon. I think
Mm-hmm.
the common problem with the learner like you and I, because I feel like we both are at the same level. What are the problem we are doing? I think we are able to talk with anybody. The problem we are facing is that we are not using fascinating words, new vocabs, the new way. I mean the structure like part participle, present participle, active voice, passive voice. So we need to add some variety in our conversation. You know we are
Mm-hmm.
speaking again and again and again and again. But if we add some variety into it, I think our conversation will look fascinating. It would
Yes.
hypnotize the people that we want. We want to make other people a kind of impression that I'm speaking very good English. So I think we need to work upon this intentionally. Deliberately we should use new words, new vocabs, new idiom and phrases in our conversation. If we have done a lot of sessions, if we are speaking very good, it does not mean that we should sit on our laurels. No, cannot sit and think that okay, I'm speaking good, so I would not work now. We should
Mm-hmm.
work on the daily basis. We should use new vocabs. I try to use intentionally sometimes, but sometimes I failed because sometimes you can't speak anything. So sometimes I try to think to use a new vocab in my conversation. Like right now, if I am able to remember an idiom and phrase like under the weather, so I cannot say directly that okay, Sabita, I'm under the weather. There should be a need also in the conversation. You cannot
Yes.
deliberately using means you cannot use it at any places, right? So we need to
Mm.
also that on which topic we are doing this, right?
Mm.
So
Yes.
okay, so how is the Noida city? How is the Noida city?
If I talk about Noida city, so yeah, this time it's really very scorching, and like it's an for me it's a very difficult to go out even for a single second because outside it is like it's a hot wave. Uh, like a
Mm, heat
hot
wave.
weather movie. So that's the reason like I very like I am not tolerate this kind of climate because I am like I used to have it in living in a good climate. As I told you that I have been born and brought up in Arunachal Pradesh, and their climate is quite different than this area, right?
Yeah, of
So
course.
yeah, sometimes yeah, and even after after got married, I faced for all 1 year after being here. So that
Okay.
that's why in this season I mostly avoid to go out in a daytime because
Yes, nowadays heat wave is alert. Heat wave is on alert. And I think this is the first time in UP this is happening that the temperature risen up in this way that it's
yes,
more
yes.
degrees
Mm.
Celsius, 47
Mm-hmm.
degrees Celsius. It was not in the back years, ma'am. It was not like that. I don't
Yes.
know why it's happening.
Yeah.
Maybe the reason is the maybe the one reason is the population and also the pollution. And we are
Yes. Yes.
cutting trees, we are cutting
Yeah.
we are making buildings, we are making construction, we are making,
Yes. Yes.
what I can
Mm.
say. So we need to think about it. It's really a kind
Yes.
of
Of course,
climatic.
uh, if we are not thinking about this now for planting, so definitely for our upcoming generation they have to bear a lot more than us.
We are only making industrial areas, and we are cutting the trees. We are becoming so selfish that we are even don't leave the animals freely to live their life. Sometimes we are become so cruel that we only think about ourselves, we only think about our tongue. We need to think about others as well, and that's
Yes.
how we can make a balance in this nature, because this whole world is running onto a balance mode, and if something will happen up and downs, then these kind of severe heat wave and severe, the severe tragedy we can see.
Yes. Yes, sir, you are absolutely right. Mm.
Okay, so it was a nice conversation. I think we should wind up here because it's already been 20 minutes. It's a nice
Yes.
conversation, man.